Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 15551. It's the Tier 8 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Steps and it's under the command of Sepp von Awa of SBN. Game on! Well, it's rather a fast Arty because it's based on the Lorraine 40-ton tank. And it's got a 155mm howitzer, which is capable of doing 680 output, 45mm of pen, which is quite good, and 7.6 meters on the burst radius. It's a single shot with a capability of doing one round every 28.76 seconds. Sepp has managed to get 23.83. He's set up, he's nice and snug, and he's ready to go. Okay, well, first enemy came into sight there. Oh, we got one there. Lined up, it's a VK. Oh, he pulled back. That guy got a advance warning that a shell was inbound. So he's obviously got the early warning skill on one of his crew members. And their T100 decided to explode. Early kill for our Panzerwagen. Okay, he's helping himself to these guys at the moment. Rounds out. Oh, just short of an SU-130. If you're in an Arty and you see an SU-130 PM, you should always go for it because it's got such thin armor, it could penetrate and you might get a large amount of credits in just one shot. Plus, of course, the SU-130 PM is very dangerous. So if you take it out, you're actually helping your teammates a great deal. Okay, he's going to try and aim with the battle assistant. Oh, it went long, but he did get some stun all the same, and that's going to put the SU-130 PM off for a short while. Okay, switch to the other side, and we've got a Jaeger. It's a tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks. The Jagdpanzer E100, a tank that didn't actually exist, but Wargaming suspects that if they had built the E100, they would have built the tank destroyer to go with it. Okay, the next target is a can opener. A British tier 9? No, tier 10. These are new tanks. And the Jaeger, oh, he's a wild Jaeger. He's well on the move. And unfortunately, I think our teammate's about to get rollocked. Yeah, the 257, the Object 257, he gets one round in, and then he gets hammered in return. Oh, the Jaeger went down. Our Tiger Mouse got the best rhythm, but our 257 didn't last very long because their 257 did some damage, but we managed to get a splash on him as well for 197 hit points. Now, as you may know, the Lorraine 15551 didn't exist. It was never produced en masse. They did produce a prototype, but that was because they were considering building the Lorraine 40-ton tank, and when they didn't go ahead with that, they couldn't build the Lorraine 15551. Of course, the first version, the Tier 7, that's the Lorraine 15550, and that was also designed based on the Lorraine 40-ton tank, but it wasn't a successful design, so they decided to go back to the drawing board the next year and came up with the 51, which was designed in 1951. Okay, that guy is looking for a chance to shoot around the corner, and he's stationary at the moment, but he looks like he was in the move. We'll wait for that to get confirmed again. Our T110E5 is not looking, but oh, he is looking now. Unfortunately, we have to dial in again, but this should be okay. Oh, and he tags him on the rear. Takes his track off. If that had happened in real life, that tank would be vaporized because, yes, he would have hit the engine bay and the whole thing would have gone up. And he has gone up. So I think that we did get the damage assist there. Yes, we got a lot of damage assist. The CS63 was the guy who got the kill in the end. Or was it our Scorpion? No, it was the Scorpion who got the kill. But that's another good tag on the T-34. An underrated premium tank. Very good in the hold down position with a decent gun. Okay, the Bulldog. Oh, he hasn't lasted very long either. Seems all the tanks that went into the center to occupy spotting positions have suddenly found out to their cost that it's not a good place to be. Rounds out. Lands to one side. You can see how it was actually aimed directly at the T-34, but unfortunately RNG said, no, you're not having this one. Oh, the SU-130PM! He's badly hurt now. And if we fire this one in, we might get some splash damage. For a brief moment, I think we could see not an AMX-51 100, but there was somebody else there as well. My guess is it. Oh, there's the SU-130PM. I was saying for a second I was going to guess who it was, but it may be the IMT. But now we're looking at this SU-130PM. We're almost loaded. He could be a kill. Rounds out. Unfortunately, it was only splash. Sep's carrying quite a mixed bag of shells. This Arty carries 28 in total, so you don't get a huge amount, so you have to make your selection carefully. He's carrying 10 of the non-stun HE and 2 of the standard AP, which means that he could have carried 14 HE rounds right at the start. So is that right? 16 HE shells to start with. That's correct. There's your SU-130PM. They've got 2 of them. This guy's a little healthier, but he's on the move. So track him, follow him, work out where he's going to be. Rounds out. Well, he stunned both of them. He was hoping for the stun assist there. He did get 315 off the T-34, but now he's looking to try and take out the SU-130PM. The guy's moving about a lot. Oh! Oh, yes, he did get a kill! His teammate popped up to put a round into his rear. That was the Panzer wagon. Popped up. Nailed the SU-130PM in the rear, but didn't kill him. But Sep von Awa did. And he claimed that one. Okay, the tank we were looking at, the Udas. Oh no, it wasn't the Udas, but it looks like the Udas just killed our Jaegeru. And we've just smacked the Udas for 622. That must have been a penetrating shot. Their can opener's only got 59 hit points left. So he's an easy kill if we can land the shell anywhere near him. Enough for a splash. Okay, we've lost sight of him, but he could double his score in terms of kills if he can get that one. Doesn't get the Udas, who dives behind the rocks for cover. And looks like the Object 257 is doing the same. Our sole remaining teammate down in that corner is the Tiger Mouse. The score is all even now. Sep has a decent performance. Oh, he could get a kill here. Rounds out. Yep. His second kill of the game. The 257 is toast. And who's next? He's got just under 2,000 actual damage, 1,000 of assist, and 1,463 of stun assist. So he is actually racking up the damage quite heavily. The Udas is somewhere over in that direction. Tiger Mouse is the only one who can possibly see him. Ideally, we'd need a light tank to go look, and that was the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. If we could get that guy to go and look, that would help. The enemy are now down to just 5 tanks. They've fallen 2 behind. We were guessing that the IMT was in that area. Still looking for that UDIS. And the can opener suddenly appeared. And remember, that guy's got very low hit points. Now, you can thread the needle and put the shell between those rocks. Rounds out. And he does. But unfortunately, it doesn't produce a kill. Every now and then, you get a shot where you can actually put the shell through a narrow gap. And RNG says, yes, you can have it. And the shell wipes out an enemy tank, thinking he was perfectly safe behind some rocks. And no, he wasn't. Okay, he's loaded. He's now using the extra HE, or the stun HE. Non-stun HE, I should say. Should go through the figures for you, because those are capable of 830 alpha. 56 millimeters of pen, but you have to get them closer to the target to do some damage, because they've only got a damage radius of 4 meters. Sep's decided he's going to move, which is a wise decision. He could actually get to a position where it's a much quicker shot on the enemy. None of the enemy are actually in sight at the moment, so it's to his advantage to move at this moment. This little Arty will do 60 kilometers an hour, which is actually very fast, so you can push people about with it. In fact, I have actually on occasion used it for that purpose. And it's quite funny when a heavy tank suddenly gets an Arty pushing him from behind with his huge howitzer sticking up his, well, bottom. And yes, it's very funny. And then they thank you for it as well. You feel like you're doing a proctology exam. That was a direct hit. Oh, that will have hurt. That definitely would have touched him inappropriately. Okay, we've just lost the Tiger Mouse, but the Windhund has gone down there and he's setting up on top of that rock. Now, it used to be there was a little tree there where you could actually knock down to provide you with cover, but now that position is actually very open. Well, he's down to just 67 hit points, so Sep almost killed him. Almost. Rounds out. Lands next to him, but doesn't kill him, so it wasn't close enough. He judged that the guy would move forward. Of our teammates, I suspect it'd be the Leopard prototype who actually spotted that guy. The Windhund is pulling back. Still one up on the enemy. They've still got an Arty. There's the M40, M43, and there's the 2-minute warning. My, so it's going down to the wire. Okay, can we get rid of that T-34 first? Oh, the IMT is being cheeky. He's trying to creep up on the other side of the railway line. He's still got a lot of hit points to play with. And we can extract some of those. Rounds out. He's backing up. He backs up into the shell. Takes 275. There's that T-34 again. A nice, juicy target. That was the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen who was spotting on that occasion, I think. He's trying to do it from a different angle. Yes, if we can get sight of that T-34, we can wipe him out. The IMT's firing again. Saw the tracer there. Rounds out. Not close enough, and we're down to the last minute. Okay, the can opener's come into it now, and he's very low on health. So we've got the can opener and we've got the T-34, both low on health in the same vicinity. They're trying to defend the cap in strength. We fire blind. The IMT is now one shot. We're down to less than 30 seconds. Can we get a shot on target? Rounds out. Oh, just missed out. 7 seconds left. Well, the IMT goes down and time's run out. And there's still enemy tanks alive. Here's the end of battle results, and despite that being a draw, Sepp von Awa actually picked up his first ace tanker in the Lorraine 15551. Congratulations! You can tell it's the first ace because he got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 16. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And on top of all that, he got a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. In fact, you have to scroll the bar to see everything he managed to do in that game. Yes, because so many tanks were mentioned. 4,642 was the win 8, and that's Super Unicum. So let's have a look at the team score and see where he is. Well, he didn't get the highest damage because that went to the Panzerwagen, who got a patrol duty and 3,693 hit points. Second highest was Sepp with 3,235. And the third highest was the Lorraine prototype on his team, who managed to get 2,823. When it came to kills, it was the Panzerwagen again. 4 kills to him. 2 kills went to Sepp and also to the SU-130PM and Emil on his team. Only the Object 257 on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, it's Sepp who managed to get that one. 731. Well, it was a draw. 711 went to the Panzerwagen, and then the next highest after that turned out to be the M40, M43 on the enemy team, who managed 529. Longimangas won. Not a name I know, so he's probably not a member of What Arty Noobs, but maybe you ought to pay some attention to our site, and maybe you get his own videos up. Anyway, let's have a look at detail. He fired 26 rounds in that game, got 5 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration, and 24 splash. Damage of 3,235 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 2, so he more than earned that Confederate because he had a 9 difference there. 1,072 hit points of damage assist, and that was where he tracked vehicles and they took advantage of him, or them. And 1,463 of stun assist off 19 stuns. And yes, combined damage on that one is well over 5. It's about 5,700, is it? No, 5,600, 5,700, I'd say, in terms of damage. So it's a lot. And on a credit side, he actually earned 23,946 credits on a premium account. And got a Courageous Resistance reward because, of course, he got some Battle Hero medals. And he also took away 1,749 experience points out of that one as well, even though it was a draw. So, very well done. Unusual to get a first ace on a draw because, of course, normally that means that you don't earn as much XP as you would off a winning game. But it's still a good game, and it showed that Sepp was keeping those shells pumping out as fast as he could to hit as many enemies as he could, and he picked up a medal because of that, and that gave him extra credits as a result because, of course, he was trying to help all of his team at the same time, and it was having some effect. It's a pity that it wasn't a one game, and he might have been able to get that T-34 if he kept going at it eventually, because he already had 631 hit points of damage off that guy. And the can opener, well, he scored 309 hit points of damage. Both those tanks were one-shots. Just landing a shell near them would have been enough, but unfortunately on this occasion, they didn't, so they managed to get away with it. But congratulations anyway to Sepp for getting his first ace tanker in the Lorraine 15551. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.